Okay guys, welcome to part 2 of my watercolor walkthrough. I have decided against the rose, but I'm gonna do a Marguerite now. Because lately my mom brought home a few pots of them and I found them so beautiful that, yeah, they were just the perfect motif in my eyes. So what I'm gonna do first here is I'm just gonna lay in a colored background because most of the petals outside will be white and that would not be so optimal on a white paper. And I'm using the Watercolour Moon Gold for this. Love these paints, they're so beautiful. And first thing here, when you have a watercolor brush like this one and you want to achieve a fine line, just use only the tip of it. It's like a liner. And for larger areas, don't use a small one. Go right in with a big brush. Ah, this is so pretty. Also, this is a very good to cover up all eventual dirty spots on the paper, because I don't know what it is about this arches, but it is like a dirt magnet. This is one thing I do not like about it, but it's still a great paper. Okay, now that this has dried, and I had to put over several more coats because, yeah, I'm not good with this. And I've also used my hair dryer because it didn't dry fast enough. A tip with these Watercolors: when they dry blotchy and are fast enough, use a hair dryer. So much more useful. So what I'm gonna do now is lay down the base tone for these petals. And I'm just gonna need an eraser because there's a line in the way. Just as everything has its order. Also, with these watercolor pieces, make sure that your pencil lines aren't too heavy. Lighten them up with a kneaded eraser so you won't see them through in the end. Just lighten them enough that you barely see them. So, now I'm gonna put this in first, and then I'm gonna go over with this one because this flower has a tone that I don't have with my watercolor pencils yet, so I'm gonna have to mix it. And the thing with these watercolor pencils, you may think you can go in with them like with a colored pencil, like fully laying in already, but be careful because they're pigmented as hell. Only put a little down. I'm just gonna have to swipe the dust off it again. Really only just a little. Let's see where I am. Don't worry about any shadings or stripes or whatever yet. And also don't be scared for the highlights because we're gonna lift them out later. So I'm just gonna, and you can layer them on top of each other and mix them. So, and we haven't put down enough pigment, you can just go in with another layer later. Chopping my brush. So, and really don't hesitate to dip your paintbrush several times because in the beginning when they dry, they take a while to soak. So, and then just make sure you don't have droplets on there. And go in with the water and blend it. And the key for a good blending result is really to use good paper, cotton paper. Try and get a cotton paper. So just have a nice mid-tone here. And what you could also do is, if it isn't dark enough, just take a bit of paint from the tip of the pencil. See? So I'm not just gonna go around here. Speed a little up and I'm gonna be back later. Okay, so now that I have the base layer done, I'm gonna start shading out the petals bit by bit. And this could take a while because I've got several tones of colors, values, lights, darks, stuff, and stripes and so on. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in and explain along the way. So what I first need here is, we're still in the base layer, we need a little bit of grey, because I found that, I don't know what this is, flowers do have, often a little bit of grey in the petals. And this is just a light first grey layer because this grey isn't very opaque. So I'm probably gonna take paint from the lead itself and go in a little bit more purple. Please don't make the mistake and forget the color when you use grey, because otherwise it will look lifeless in the end. See that grey doesn't do really much at all. I'm sparing the edge a little bit because that's gonna be white. And the thing I did before here with shading in the base tone is I always left a petal in between because, yeah, they were still wet. And one thing you don't want to do is get your pencils onto a wet surface because that will give you stains that will never get out again. So now I'm gonna take some grey from the lid directly because that works so much better. And don't worry in the beginning if you don't get it perfect. You're just starting out. Everyone starts out somewhere. Like me, I'm not an expert yet with these pencils. I'm absolutely not. I'm just doing this because my friend asked for help. And I'm of course someone who always wants to help, so I'm doing this now. And take this in and shade up here until it matches somewhat. But I'm also doing this because I've come to quite enjoy the medium of watercolor pencils. Yeah, this is way too dark. I need another tissue, that's what I said. You need 2 tissues. So when you've gone too dark and you want to lift something up, wet the area, scrub a little around with your paintbrush and then tap a dry tissue on there. And it will lift the color right off. Also when you want white edges. Another trick you can do when you want white areas, you can either use masking fluid or you can use white gouache in the end. That would also be an option. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of crappy today. I don't know why. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let this dry now. Also, one thing you don't want to do is work and work and work while it's still wet. This won't work. Okay. Just gonna try and get some stripes in now. That is way too bright. But that is no problem. Because we're going to blend this out. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this dry, but as you can see, it's not that bad. It's okay, it's not too wet, it could work, but be careful when you go too wet, it's gonna end in disaster. And as always, I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Also because I've seen now I've made quite a few mistakes with the pre-drawing. But that's how I am. The main thing is to show you how to use these watercolor pencils. Too much paint. There is a slight chance that I'm gonna mess this up. And I'm not worrying about the bright spots in there yet, because we do have that method of lifting pigment back out. See that I kind of fixed this one here. So just gonna need to see which tone is the right one, but I think this could work. Yeah, it's the right one. So just random note, I'm working with the Faber Castell Albrecht Dürer. But you can use any watercolor pencil you can find. And you also don't have to use the exact colors I'm using here. You can make a Marguerite, I don't know, yellow. Or some white ones, if you want to work in black and white. And if you want to have a really saturated application, you can go in with the pencils themselves. That is the good thing about watercolor pencils. You can use them like color pencils too. Let's see, I'm gonna need some more here. And if you want even more, you can wet this and do the thing I have said to not do before, but in this case it's useful. Go into the wet area with the pencil. You're gonna get really dark here. Just don't go in too harsh here, because otherwise you're gonna rip the paper. I'm gonna brush up some purple here. I think I'm gonna manage. Somehow. I don't know. Maybe. Gosh, this looks like a mess. Please forgive me. I don't know if you artists out there know that, but sometimes things just don't work out and you want to trash the piece you're working on, or you're finished with it and yeah, you just don't like it. I'm having one of these right now. Maybe it's just too late and I'm not suited for work anymore today. But this is not possible. I did the water lily with this too. So what the heck is wrong here? Maybe it just looks weird because it's the first petal. Let's lift out some pigment. Maybe this works. What I was surprised about is that the Coleros, the golds, do not bleed in when they come in contact with water. I expected them to, but they don't. That is something nice. So I think I'm gonna do now is, and that is the good thing about watercolor pencils, I'm just gonna go in with the pencil now and add some details. Maybe that's gonna help. That is usually the thing that pulls it out then, at least for me. I admire all those artists who do botanical artwork. I've been watching so many of them lately, and that is something I want to do in the future, someday. Because I've lately discovered I do have kind of a green spot on my brown thumb. And I'm starting to like plants, so yeah, we'll see. All promises made. Because I could mess up. Oh, by the way, I do not recommend the white pencil of these because it's useless. It is completely and utterly useless. Brush. I mean, I can try and use it, but yeah, a little bit. It works a little bit here. But with the waterlily, it really was completely useless. Yeah, see, there's nothing here. It's good for shaping out the petals here again. Yeah, well, better than nothing, is it? I should sharpen that pencil, shouldn't I? Would be better. Always sharpen your pencils. Gonna lift out some pigment again. Still not a happy camper. Little grey here. I need something way darker for down here. I don't know what. Give me a second. That is the problem when you only have 120 colors. Let's use some dark gray. Let's use some Payne's gray. maybe that helps. This is also the reason why I'm hoarding a ton of different colored pencil sets, because there is always that one color missing. There is always that one color that you need. I know what is wrong, I know what is wrong. This is not good here. I need to get rid of that. This doesn't look natural in some way. I'm just bringing it up here. I'm gonna need to lift up more as well. And more grey. And what you can also do if you're more mixed media or want to go there, you can make your base with the watercolors and go over with colored pencil then. That is also an option, especially when you don't have enough colors like me. I think I even heard of people who are doing pastels over watercolor. Don't nail me onto that, because I'm not sure. What was that? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it for today. I mean, for today for me, but not for you. For you, this video will continue. I could bring in some white. Let's see if that works. See, when it's wet, that white is very well of use. That is interesting. Okay, one bad thing about doing flowers is when it is the next day and you can't remember anymore which side is the top side of your pre-drawing. And yeah, so I had to fix a few things, but I think now we're right. I hope, I really hope. Okay, on it goes. Let's start with the next petal. Just sharpen my pencil. I mean, it's not essential that you keep your pencils sharp here, because you're gonna blend it out anyway, but just for stripes like these, I think it's good to keep them sharp. Just don't do it like I do. Keep the lines straight so that it looks natural. Because I don't know, sometimes I don't have a good hand for this. But the good thing about watercolor pencils and watercolor in general is that it's so forgiving. When you discover a mistake, you can just remove it and begin again. Okay. Water. And like here, when you have applied too much paint, just take a little water and blend it out. And what is still too dark afterwards, you can remove by wetting it and dabbing the dry tissue on it. Another thing about filming videos and working on a piece, not knowing anymore on the next day which colors you have used. But maybe that is just me. Yeah. That one. Yeah, I made a mistake already. Again. Like I said, I'm just a beginner here with these pencils, so stuff doesn't always work out. But for that we have water and tissue. But if you're doing white edges like these, I recommend at this point to keep your white pencil sharp. Just a bit more pink here. The pain of not having a ton of colors to choose from. I think everyone knows that. And if I get more into these sort of things, I might buy myself another set from another brand or so, just to have more to choose from, like with color pencils. But then again, others recommend you use like just 5 pencils and mix your colors from there. But I'm someone, I don't have the patience for that. As many colors as possible to choose from. And for everyone coming here, seeing my stuff for the first time, this is usually not what I'm doing. I usually do more portraits and fantasy landscapes and all that stuff. And when I'm through with this, I still have a ton of unfinished stuff lying around that needs to be finished, and I'm gonna tackle that in the future. And I still have a lot of film material in the background, so there's lots of videos waiting for you. Yeah. Yeah, don't make the mistake and make it too wet here. And sometimes the paint doesn't want to stick. Or maybe I'm just too impatient. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'm slowly getting used to it. Slowly.